Доброго времени суток, дорогие зрители моего канала. Меня зовут Веритас. Мы продолжаем играться в Baldur's Gate. И я могу побежать сейчас к этому пацану.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something.
И он попробует меня развести.
Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Ловкий трюк. Хаммерский финт, верно?
I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is.
Просто издеваемся над пацаном.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing... Call it. Heads or tails. Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Хорошо, мать комедию.
I don't know what you mean.
Кого ты лечишь? Это же обманка старьевщика, причем очень неуклюжая.
Hey, that hurts. I'm running an honest... okay, what's a tinker's trash?
Это когда жулик предлагает лоху волшебный предмет.
Uh-huh.
Потом нарочно поддается, чтобы завоевать доверие, и продает лоху мусор.
Huh. Interesting. And I promise this isn't a tinker's trash scam.
Тогда что это за трюк?
Look, I swear to you, these rings are the real deal. I promise I'm not running a scam. Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not?
Забирай свое кольцо, давай
I knew it.
поторгуем.
Hang on. That's what I got.
Какой-то звездюк только что подрезал у нас. Камень в этом кольце то ли отсутствует, то ли совсем невидим. На внешней поверхности кольца грубо нацарапаны бессмысленные руны. Красная краска, необычная. А, блин, это реально краска. Он зелье продает. Он продает дорогущие зелья. О, а вот это мы, кстати, заберем. Вот за это, пацан, спасибо. Продать тарелку, продать перо. 2 шипастых клубня. Вот это продадим. Чашки продадим, конечно же. Тарелку, оникс. Стрелу Эльматера. Это оставим. Токсин Виверны. Ну, я же обещал. Стрелу продадим. Ожерелье продадим. Доспехи продаем. Рапиры, ножи. Вот и все продаем. Это просто серебряное кольцо, значит продаем. Вот так.
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Так. Не рановато ли кто-то встал на скользкую дорожку? Кто тебя этому научил?
One of the big kids. How did you catch me?
Ну, в этот раз у тебя просто не повезло. Тебе просто не повезло, но должен признать у тебя талант.
Wow, thank you. I guess I'll try harder not to get caught next time. Bye.
Астарион показывает плохой пример детям. Надо поговорить с Зевором.
Swing and swing and parry. Ah! And again. Swing and swing and. Oh!
Стоп, к этому же.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Или не надо? Да, к нему нужно подходить исключительно свой Зель. Но это потом. Зевор, он же тут сидит. Точняк.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Уйти из рощи будет самым лучшим решением. Я могу помочь вам.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly.
Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter.
The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we are grateful. But it'll be a short journey if the goblins still own the roads.
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
Перебить гоблинских главарей. Я подумаю, чем тут могу помочь.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
Астарион, как обычно,
No, sir.
всем недоволен.
There's a clear path past those goblins. They'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
Знакомый дьявол, автобиография. Мы его вроде еще не встретили. Значит, скоро встретим.
Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Так, сейчас... Ой,
Looking at
Сейчас
you
с ФПСом.
painful enough.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Вот ты где.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Pickle. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Я в полном порядке, мне ничего не нужно.
Sorry, love. I just lose the run of myself sometimes. I must say, though, you're looking mighty peaky. Are you all right?
Бывало и лучше. Тут с полпинка не объяснишь.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Tell her. But if she pulls out a pot of oil, run.
What is it, Pickle? What's wrong?
У меня в голове сидит личинка мозгоеда.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... Yes, I may have something at home.
И что конкретно?
I've collected some interesting bits and bobs over the years. You'll have to stop by my house, just at the edge of the forest. Let me mark it on your map. I'll be heading back soon, so I can meet you there. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Хуже не будет, покажи свои зелья.
Hey, bother.
Ну такое.
Be careful on the road.
How long
I
until Roland
hate if
shows off his
something
thunder
happened to you.
wave?
Take care, Beck.
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid!
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Вы все-таки рветесь во врата Балдура. А в этом городе вообще тифлингам рады?
More than most. A few strangers may stare, but they'll keep their daggers sheathed. I'll be warmly received. Besides, you are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
Ты говоришь про Леракана из башни Рамазита?
His name is known far and wide, I see. Few can match him in terms of raw power and talent. Until now, that is. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
Приятель, через пару годиков ты будешь хвастаться знакомством со мной. Ну что ж, можно, наверное, отсюда и сваливать потихоньку. Нам надо, кстати, кое-куда забраться сейчас. У меня сейчас задача на ближайшие несколько серий заключается в том, чтобы...
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Не палится, вообще не палится. Мне нужно найти Карлах, но сначала мне нужно добыть одну штуковину. Раз уж мы расходимся чуть позже Shadowheart. Насколько я помню, она у нас здесь. А вот и ты.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
И с кем я сейчас говорю? С мышью или с котом?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
Come.
There, middle of somewhere.
Тут миленько.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed. lavishly. Go on, partake. Enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
С чего бы
Call
вдруг?
it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
С чего ты взял, что меня надо спасать?
Come now. Why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
Мне нужно подумать.
Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
Если я решу заключить с тобой сделку, как тебя найти?
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Это все, конечно, круто. Ай-яй-яй. Что за лаги?
Necklace has a Harper sigil. Why were they here?
И вот сюда еще залезем.
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Это ожерелье позволит кому-нибудь другому кастовать вот это вот наставление.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt a spider egg is nestled within. One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your murmurs. You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
A hero at heart. Never a dull moment. These boots have seen everything.
Можно будет призывать паучков. Не думаю, что я буду особо этим пользоваться. Но разок призывать бесплатных союзников, ну, может, когда-нибудь пригодится. Дальше просто пойдем по дорожке. Да, тут прыгать, тут только прыгать.
A question for our master monster hunter. How would you approach killing a vampire?
To start, lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. Why?
Just curious.
Как же он не палится, боже! Так, у нас тут развилка. Давайте, наверное, пойдем в эту сторону.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Who cares about some pig? The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And is it dead enough for you?
Очень странные отметки. Ты их узнаешь?
It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry, I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go.
А вы нам что скажете?
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Раны у него тяжелые, но, пожалуй, я сумею помочь.
He's hurt badly, and Owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He's a true soul. Mind him. He will. He.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Возможно, вы можете мне помочь. Я ищу друида по имени Хальсин.
I don't know any druids.
Что вы тут делаете? В этой глуши небезопасно.
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
Что еще за абсолют?
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, True Soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. And when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
That fellow was infected like us. Is this the mark of a true soul?
Расскажи, что знаешь об этих
I don't know
беглецах.
what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
Дался вам этот медвесыч. Уходите отсюда, пока живы.
And just leave Ed. I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
True soul, absolute?
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Давай-ка пойди нахрен.
Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. Farewell.
Блин, скрылась. Ну, кому-то, значит, повезет. А я иду к медвесычу.
Better not be cursed. Anything of use?
That's the stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Так, стоит еще взять. Хотя нет, не буду брать. Если кирка понадобится, я еще сюда вернусь. Я знаю, что это дело можно решить мирно, но мне сейчас мирное решение не нужно. Мне нужно кое-что отсюда забрать. А значит... Прошу прощения. Их же вроде можно не только вокруг себя делать, нет? По крайней мере, в этой игре враги активно использовали их не только на меня, не только, скажем так, вокруг себя. Ну давай, Eldritch Blast. И Калиан пусть... Блин, я же мог попробовать поговорить. А, ладно, похрен, потом поговорим. Видимо, точнее, видимо, не поговорим. Давай насмешку. Отбегаем назад. О! Да, точняк с глаз. А, да, точно, надо выбрать. Ну, пусть будет так. Немножко дополнительной мощи моим Eldritch Blast'ом. Держи фаербольчик. Нормас, живем.
Thine eyes, pools of tepid tears.
Two steps at a time.
Что произошло? Ладно, неважно. Да ты угораешь. О, хорош! Ты так сильно хочешь убить Астериона? О! Она прям сильно на Астериона обиделась, я смотрю. Ну ладно, значит, Eldritch Blast. Мы уже двоих потеряли. Но это не страшно. Короче, он помер от насмешки. Классика.
Looks from you to his dead mother. A single strike will end his suffering. You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
At least the cub has a fighting chance now. That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
Ну давай, дурачок, вставай.
Something's on my mind.
Так, а вот если я сейчас кастану разговор с животными, и вот так.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead mother.
With haste.
Ну ладно. О, то есть это работает до долгого отдыха. Я мог бы спокойно прожать это где-то в начале и потом уже... Полезно. Давайте-ка глянем. Вот у нас, допустим, в легкой броне есть... Ой, у него, наверное, есть владение тяжелым, средним доспехом. У него нет владения средним доспехом. Зато оно есть у Shadowheart. Теперь нужно подойти вот сюда.
Looks like a shrine to Seluna over there. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Дальше мы прыгаем вот сюда. О.
Just an old prayer.
Давай по-другому.
Selunite prayer. How useful.
One move ahead.
Хоть один умный будет. Молодец, хоть кто-то.
Seems I found myself a key.
Какого хрена? А!
Looks like this'll take some doing.
Типа мне нужно что-то сделать сейчас. Или мне нужно прямо-таки взять... эту бумажку. Я сейчас читаю прямо перед статуей молитву.
You should leave it. Or even destroy it if possible.
Ну, зачем?
This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
А какое тебе вообще до этого дело? Ты какого ж фига? О.
Should have stayed quiet. You want the truth? Fine. I worship Shah, mistress of the night, Seluna's twin and foe. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
Мне все равно, кому ты поклоняешься. У нас есть проблемы поважнее.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner.
Спасибо, что ты мне об этом рассказала.
Don't thank me. I'm breaking Lady Shah's teachings just by doing so. But sometimes you have to be practical.
Угу. Полезно, кстати. Ой, кажется, я сейчас умру. А, нет, все, живем. А, нет, не живем. Погоди, погоди. Аборт миссион. Матушка, я не хочу умирать. Еще и все вдохновения просрал. Ну ладно.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Ну и ладно. Ну и хрен бы с ним. Пойдем отсюда.
Moving in.
Чего стоим? Нет, правда, что встали? За мной? Алло?
There's no time to waste. I must keep going.
This way. Let's move.
Аллилуйя.
Need to find a way forward.
В принципе, мы никаких пока что... В принципе, мы пока никаких особо не использовали классовых фишек. Вот так вот можно сделать. Несколько раз. По полной восстановиться. И пойти искать Карлах. Карлах у нас где-то вот тут. То есть мне нужно перебраться на другую сторону. А, ну можно и так, да. Я что-то забыл про этот проход.
I learned a lesson after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
Пёся.
What's up for discussion?
Пёся. Пёся, иди сюда.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
Что тут произошло?
I told you to go.
Я не враг, даю слово.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
Он едва ли проснется.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Как тебя зовут?
He calls me Scratch. You can do the same.
Что все-таки случилось с твоим другом?
We were attacked. Were cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
Если хочешь, можешь пойти со мной.
No, I won't leave him.
Если он не проснется, найди меня по запаху. У меня есть лагерь.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Я так понял, курьер. Так, там я получу только по роже.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
Not one in particular. The city is a veritable feast of sweethearts.
You must be eager to get back then. Slimmer pickings out in this wilderness.
These things have stayed interesting. Never wanted the easy path.
А вот и Карлах.
I want to have a word.
So, Will, what was the blade of front?
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Ты та дьяволица, за которой мы охотимся. Карлах, да?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the Archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Отпусти оружие, Уилл. Ты видел то же, что и я.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Чел, я ж тифлинг. Она тоже тифлинг. Боги, откуда в тебе столько упрямства? Карлах не дьявол, и ты это знаешь.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit.
You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Kharlak, but you already knew that. And you are...
Я Кален Молтив.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there, but devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Давай отправим их туда, куда они явились.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety, should the need arise.
Мне нравится. Отличный план.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Hang on though. Looks like you've got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle to name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Кто-то послал тебя по следу Карлах. И я хочу знать, кто.
I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats.
What's that supposed to mean?
The truth will out before you know it. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Наказание? Мне пора начать беспокоиться?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Ну, кстати, в принципе, можно уже и на долгий отдых. Потому что там сейчас будет диалог. Там сейчас будет сюжет.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Во имя девяти преисподних, кто ты такая?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Missouri.
Преисподние.
I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlach meets the criteria, pet.
Trust me on this.
Ближе к делу, дьяволица. Чего ты хочешь?
Point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Твою мать, Уилл, где ты такую суку нашел? Так, где тут у нас Шадоухард? Я сначала, да, вот она тут сидит. Ее отдыхать отправлю.
Karlach and Will seem to have put their differences aside. I thought it was going to come to blows for a moment.
От чего тебе было больно?
It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Почему Шар так тебя мучает?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
Что заставляет рану мучить себя?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Как же ты выносишь жизнь с такой штукой?
It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life without it. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
Пока нам лучше разделиться. Если ты мне снова понадобишься, я найду тебя
If you're
здесь.
sure.
Да, я так хочу.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
У него доброе сердце. Быть может, добрее, чем у всех нас.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was. Hey, soldier.
Мизура сказала, что ты соответствуешь требованиям. Чтобы Уилл мог на тебя охотиться. Что она имела в виду?
Help me kill those paladins of Tyr, and I'll tell you. A bit of good gossip for your good help.
По твоему богатому опыту, как лучше всего убить дьявола?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Вот уж не думал здесь очутиться, а ты?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
Я жил бы в своем доме, не ведая ни забот, ни хлопот.
Oh man, lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing.
God's damn her straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
Клинку Фронтира придется кое-что объяснить.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
Каковы условия твоего договора?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Так, давайте я забыл завербовать Карлах.
Yeah? Hell yes.
Стой, уровень ей повысим. Я попробую ей нормально как варваром отыгрывать, но если мне прям не понравится, если я не разберусь с этим, я поменяю ее на воина. Полезная способность. Подкласс может какой-то другой выбрать. Хотя, думаю, нет, все-таки возьму. Вот это вот прям прекрасно. Медвежий пирсинг. Можно и оставить. Ну и спасеньки. О. Стоп. Так, Карлах. Она может кастануть только на себя или она... Да, она может кастануть только на себя. Ну, давайте... Ладно, я кастанул. Стоп, это заговор, что ли? Нет, это ритуальное заклинание первого круга. Я ее, кажется, ритуалом только что скастовал, потому что ячейки у меня не потратились. Мне очень жаль насчет твоего хозяина.
Master, friend, I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Так, а тут какие-нибудь белки есть? Я хочу потрещать с белками. Ладно, белок тут нет, а это означает, что если вы здесь впервые, вы можете подписаться на канал, поставить лайк, нажать на колокольчик. А меня зовут Веритас, всем до новых встреч, всем пока-пока-пока-пока-пока.